Hey YouTube friends, welcome to my channel, Living Life with Mama. I'm Mama. In today's video, we are going to close out March budget. Now, I am really behind on my videos because it is April 5th and I just now finished posting my March games. So hopefully I can get all of this recording done and be able to catch up, because I technically was supposed to be recording my April budget and all of that, and come to find out I did not close out March. So let's go ahead and get this done quickly and move along with all of these videos that I need to make. Alright, so I did end up paying rent, which was $9.50. Life insurance was paid, which was $22.01. My daughter's life insurance was paid. My car insurance of $145.33 was paid. My insurance of $62.28 was paid. And then my cell phone bill of $106 was paid. And then my second paycheck of $907.06, I paid for the internet. And if I remember correctly, the internet actually went up. Yes, it went up to $60. I didn't know that that was going to be raised up to $50 or $60. And if you notice, the $49.99 was what it had just changed to. So it changed a month ago and it just kept going up. So I called the internet provider and I asked them, why does this keep coming up? Well, they claimed that I am on like a deal or whatever, and it's slowly going away. And I'm like, that is not true, because my deal ended over a year ago when you took away the free internet program. So I don't know what you're talking about, but whatever. What is the highest that it's going to go? And they said 70. And I'm like, you're out of your ever-loving mind. I only have internet, and I have the lowest internet that I possibly could have with you guys, and there's no reason that I should be paying $70 for that. I will be finding internet somewhere else. So I ended up going to a different internet. We have had it since spring break. I think it works fine. I'm not 100% for sure. I haven't lost internet once, you guys, since then, which is right then in itself a very positive thing. And they actually will be owing me money, so I should be getting a little bit of a check coming from this internet provider, because when the storm happened and I had lost internet for almost 3 days, they had put me in an outage program where they actually deduct it from my bill. But because I canceled them and moved somewhere else, they owe me that money. So I will be having that, but I switched to another provider. Again, only got internet, only need internet. I don't need anything else. And I got the lowest internet I possibly could, and it ended up being $55. And they said it would not go up at least for the year. So that is good. So yeah, that was pretty big of a surprise on that one, to tell you the truth, that it had gone up again. All right, so Spire, which is my gas, that was $115.28. Evergy was $85.92, and renter's insurance was $33.74. Over here, the only thing that was the difference was the internet, so that would be considered of unexpected charges. So unexpected charges was internet, of $10.01. I got child support on the 4th. of $415.36. Then my second payment of child support was $184.64. So then a total of $600. Okay, and with that, the bills that I paid, 250 of it went to rent for April. Capital One, I paid $50. And then debt save, that was cash. In March, I just paid off my care credit. So that is why I don't have a care credit on here, but I will for this month, which I'm split is a great thing that I had it because of everything that had happened with Rainbow, but also it kind of stinks because I have another bill. So it is what it is. I'm going to go ahead and close this out. Thursday, I believe it was Para Appreciation Day for paras, and my SPED classroom teacher and my regular gen ed classroom teacher spoiled me that day. And I got these pins from my regular gen education classroom class. These pins and also these highlighters. And so I've got some new pins with some pretty colors that I really like now, or that I really do like. So I'm going to use one of these and just kind of see how they write. So this is for March. That's a pretty, like, it didn't fully, I don't know if you can see that fully right, but it like was pretty smooth. All right, so child support. I'm going to break that up. 415.36, 184.64. Other income is 0. Paycheck 1 was $940.64. Paycheck 2 was $907.06. Okay, so the grand total was $2,456.70. Okay. Okay, I did pay $9.50 towards rent, $22.01 towards my daughter's insurance, $145.33 towards car insurance, $62.28 towards my insurance, $106 towards my cell phone. I'm going to put $49.99 here because I have the unexpected charges here. I also need to update that. Spire was $115.28. Evergy was $85.92. Renter's insurance was $33.74. Alright, so irregular bills. I paid Capital One $50. I'm not going to do like any cash stuff. So like my debt savings, my savings, games, stuff like that. I'm not going to do any cash on that. So the only irregular bill that I paid for the month of March was my Capital One, which is fine. I'm not going to do any card swipes because honestly the card swipes that I did, I fixed it because it was like for like money or whatever, and because I am so far behind, I'm just not going to do that. All right, so let's see here. I need to update my expenses. This color is pretty. I'm going to choose a different color. Actually, I'm going to do this color. Okay. Because everything is updated on my envelopes, I'm going to be able to do this a little bit faster. If you've missed my games, which I would suggest you go and watch my games or any of my other videos, also make sure that you hit that subscribe button so that you are notified every time I post a new video, even though that I'm behind. And also please make sure that you're hitting that like button because that actually helps my channel. If you'd watched my other videos at all, you'll know that this money is actually not for bulk items. They're $60 in tins. That is for when I am short on groceries. So it is money for groceries, but I don't want the $60 cash sitting in my wallet and I'm walking around with $60 in my wallet. So that is why that's there. But I only have $1. I started off with $2. I almost wonder if I had taken $1 out for some reason. I don't know. But that is okay. It is what it is. All right. I'm going to come back to the student loans. Student loans is the only one that I don't actually have a cash envelope for because I don't have the materials to make a cash envelope. But I'm going to check Capital One and see if that's still the same. It may not. So some of these bigger numbers, as you could tell with like teacher assistant, I had a couple of those kind of being minus because I had to come up with money somewhere, and since those were such large numbers, that's where I took it out of. Okay, so student loans is $609.11. So yeah, definitely took money out there too. $609.11. All right, well, there you have it. That is my March budget video. I really do hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, if you did, please give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already, please subscribe down below. It really helps my channel to be able to grow and be able to get more videos out like this. Well, as always, have a great rest of the week. Bye.